Hello, my name is Jerome Travis. I'm 20 years old and I have this condition called ataxia. Ataxia is basically this disease that physically affects you, but mentally you're still very stable. But in this day and age, we need to use a lot of things in the real world are very physical. For example, like employment, most employed jobs require physical activity, which we can't necessarily do, and we can't really do much physical stuff, many physical activities, and but we are very mentally active and our minds are very strong, and we can go on computers, so we can, you know, like I've got a clothing line, like I style everything I'm wearing is from my clothing line. I'm actually an American Value UK reseller. I'm trying to venture into self-employment because I haven't got anyone to judge me if I'm working purely just for myself. Because out there we get judged a lot. We can be walking down the street anytime now. As I've got older, it's got worse. If I go down the street now, I guarantee 100% of people will look at me. And what am I meant to do? I really have learned to embrace people and, you know, accept how they are. But that leads to depression, and you go home and you think, oh, you know, why can't be like other people? Why can't I just walk down the street and not get looked at? Why can't I just walk into a bar and just like not get looked at? You know, like when I go to a bar, most bars have bouncers standing outside, and they always, regardless of what, if I've had a drink or no drink at all, they will let me in. They'll say, oh, you're intoxicated. Am I intoxicated? So what I meant to do, embrace it, go home, be depressed, or beat the hell out of them and end up in a cell. Well, I would beat the hell out of them and end up in a cell, because at the end of the day, I'm still sitting in a room doing nothing, so I might as well be sitting in a cell doing nothing, you know, so. But when we go home, we sit down, the thinking gets too much, we get overly depressed, and that sort of leads us to, that leads us to sort of retaliate in a way. Like we're always left with the lower hand, always. And you can't keep like bashing people and keep leaving them in the lower standard, because that's not good for anyone really, and we just keep going out there, keep getting bad, keep getting put down, you know, physically and mentally put down all the time, and always got a lower hand. And what I'm basically making this video to help us get the upper hand, you know. We've got to stick together in this. And I am currently working on a social media website where people can sign up to it. This can be very similar to Facebook, but for people with disabilities such as ataxia especially, but even ex-drug addicts who still look very strange, well not strange, but they still, you know, still affect their bodies permanently, and they get judged differently. So it's going to be a website for people to talk about things, stick together, and people are going to be in the same boat on that website. Because at the moment, all that's been really provided for us is the ataxia card, and this other one, and we get even this card. But these cards, they're both provided by Ataxia UK, but both of these cards get laughed at very much, and nothing gets done. Like, we're still exactly the same person. We still have to go through the effort of taking our cards out of wallets and looking more stupid because our fingers are flimsy and that. So we need a card that we can quickly create that looks like this. A driving license, provisional whatever, and because this is more official, you know. When people see this, especially bouncers, very arrogant, most people are very arrogant. When they see this, they'll be like, oh my god, that seems legit, you know, like, yeah man, so we need something like this, with our picture on it, like maybe a little disability badge, what we've got, and then our address, our name and all that, and we also need a number on there as well, because if anyone can steal this card, you know, so we need a number on it just in case an arrogant bouncer and someone wants to bring someone else to get a second opinion on the person. But why have we got to deal with this, you know? Why? Like, I should be getting on with my life right now, and you know, the other day I try to get on. I've just moved to Southend. I used to always go to the library, and yeah, I recently went to the Southend Library where I was physically attacked whilst walking up the stairs by the bouncer, by he called himself the security. And I was walking up the stairs, he grabbed my arm, pulled me down and said, "You're under the influence, please get out." And that was very painful because I have attachment disease. Anyone touched me, it's painful, you know. So he dragged me out, and yeah, I went back there later that day, only about 2 hours, and he said I was intoxicated under the influence. If I wear any of them things, in my video it shows me using a breathalyzer and the camera zooms in on my pupils. And like drugs, alcohol, whatever, it doesn't wear off after 2 hours. Please look into my pupils, you will see that I'm not intoxicated or under the influence. But yeah, well they do it large sometimes, but because I have very strong antidepressant pills, but yeah, I'm done them today. I'm trying to get through, stay good. Alright, well thanks for watching, and please enjoy the video that I'm going to show you when I was in the library, and look out for my social media website that, and you know, my clothing line. Cheers. Hello, my name is Sean Jarvis. Earlier today I was down at the forum over there, the Southend Library, where I got physically attacked by one of the bouncers because I suffer from a disease called ataxia, which is very physical and it affects your physical body, but so like the way you talk and all that stuff, you know, but we're never drunk, we're never anything. Which is why I got breathalyzer today, which I'm going to use in a second, just for I enter the library to talk to the bouncer who physically abused me recently today. And said, I mentioned my speech impediment, my pupils. My pupils are fine. You know, I may seem drunk, but mentally I'm not. I'm better. You know? Alright, follow me, which I will. I'll do the breathalyzer, just right, enter. Yeah, slowly. I just gotta wait for the breathalyzer to get, it does this more accurate if you wait.
I want to check your laptop. No? Oh, no.
0. This is a pretty legit one. You see? What it? I wouldn't even know where to start with. We're gonna enter. to you one sec around here. I'll still talk to you around here one sec. I've got to talk to you. Look a little bit.
Okay. Stop filming the one in here, alright?
I'm not.
Alright, it's my brother, so...
Yeah, we'll say we can't take 5
But no,
No, it's not, it's not.
You just go down it because...
We're just taking pictures down by the seafront.
Yeah,
No.
say that I came here with my brother. Today I got kicked out of the library because you thought I was intoxicated. And you jumped to the conclusion before sitting down and questioning me and asking me about my case. You jumped to a conclusion and I can't walk upstairs as it is. This is when the bastard grabbed me, pulled my arm and shouted at me to get out. He also mentioned how my voice is, I have a voice when my pupils were larger. We've done that. See there.
I've only been coming back here. Yeah, but I'm very unfortunate, sir, but you're going to lose your job.
No, I'm not
Because
job.
no,
I'm sorry.
he's been diagnosed with something. No, let me talk to him. He's been diagnosed with something called ataxia, which is from the growth from the muscles, and his muscles don't work the same as other people's and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he acts drunk all the time, and you misjudged him obviously, and you grabbed his arm.
I did apologise to him. I just said to him.
But did you grab his arm?
No,
Did you grab his arm?
I stopped him.
Alright,
Don't touch me.
No, Joe, stop.
That's how you grab me. That's
Stop.
how you grab
Stop.
me.
Right.
Excuse
Leave me
me.
alone.
Get off him.
Right,
Okay.
Same as went for me.
Okay. But did you grab his arm while he was walking up
I
the stairs?
stopped him like that. I would have.
How did you stop him?
Just put his arm in front of him.
Was
So
it-
I basically made my stuff to you. Okay.
Huh?
Go now.
Cool.
Yeah, this so I stopped for something.